Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Waratah Basketball Stadium for this big clash in the 2025 Waratah League. We'd like to welcome the visitors to the court and our members of the Inner West Bulls. At 0, it's Herbert Rice. At number 2, Eric Manser. Number 3, Trey Gord. Number 5, Brad Downing. Number 6, Hayes Payne. Number 7, Cade McLaughlin. Number 60, William Yang. Number 9, Jordan Pettigreen. Number 15, Nicholas Bertoli. Number 26, Oscar Bradstock Corbin. Inner West Bulls is coached by Adrian Seifert, and assistant coaches Michelle McDowell, Chris and Robert Downing. Now put your hands together for our hometown Canberra Gunners Academy. Number 1 is Captain James Peters. Number 2, welcoming back Emma Kroll. Number 4, Owen Hill. Number 6, Anthony Simovsky. Number 7, Mal Fitzgerald. Number 8, Alina Joe. Number 9, Daniel Cooney. Number 10, Ruben Leighton Thompson. Number 11, Juliano Nonciola. And number 12, Ryan Durant. Gunners Academy is coached by Mark McKenzie. Assistant coach Dan Slater and David Gupta. Teams, please shake hands in the middle. Continue your warm-up.
Welcome everyone to the Bell Collin Basketball Stadium in Canberra, Saturday afternoon in April. I'm Matt Pulbrook, filing solo. I'll be with you all season long for the home games of the 2025 season for the Canberra Gunners Academy team. Today we have some action in round 3 of the Senior Waratah League featuring the Canberra Gunners Academy and the Inner West Bulls. Canberra Gunners have 1 win, 1 loss, currently placing at 9th in the standings coming into today, and are coming off not making the finals last season. They are certainly striving for that benchmark entering this year. Now, however, the Inner West Bulls are in the same boat, not achieving the finals berth last year. They have lost their first 3 games through the first 2 weekends of the 2025 season, now sitting at 13th, 3 points. It's going to be a great day today for some basketball action here at Bell Collin Basketball Stadium. Round 3 of the Spalding Waratah Senior League. We have 2 NBL 1 games coming up later today after this game. So we've got the Canberra Nationals coming up at 5 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. the Canberra Gunners going up against the Inner West Bulls. Same for the Canberra Nationals in that second game. So we're about to get started now. As both teams go through their pre-game rituals, their pre-game coaching. Coach Mark McKenzie of the Gunners Academy talking through for the team. Same with Adrian Seifert for the Inner West Bulls as well. So we head to a minute from tip-off. Both teams seem to be ready to go in a moment. As teams head out on the floor. Looks like the starters for the Inner West Bulls. We've got Herbert Rice, Eric Anash, Jordan Green, and we've got Trey Gowers from Springdale, Arkansas. He's coming over from there. Good to see him. And we have also Bradley Downing for the Inner West Bulls. Starters for the Canberra Gunners Academy. So we have Aaliyah Chol, Owen Nihil, Che Peters as well. Nice to see him. Tony Simowski. And out there last we have Malcolm Fitzgerald coming off a 27-point performance against the Bears last week. So we've got Canberra at Gunners Academy in the blue, and in the white, the Inner West Bulls. About to get started off here, round 3 at Belconnen Basketball Stadium. In the tip, it's Jordan Sedgwick and a lead shoal. And tip in, run, wrestle for the ball, and stolen away and ends up with the Inner West Bulls. Here's Herbert Rice driving to the basket. Doesn't get the easy 2. Out of bounds to start off, Inner West. It's a team rebound for them. As I said, the Inner West Bulls have lost their first 3 games of this 2025 Waratah League season. Here's McLaughlin with the 2. There's Che Peters, half-court press from the Inner West Bulls. They steal it away. Herbert Rice stolen back behind from, that is an amazing play, Tony Simoski. And here he is. He drives. And he's looking. They slow it down to Cho, almost stolen away. Here's Rice by Cooney. He puts it up, banks it in for the first read. That's the way to start off your own opener. That's the way. And here's Cherry Gowes. Gowes, he drives fast, blocked away by on Nahil. And then transition Cho. Nahil gets it back. There's Cho, and then they slow it down with Peters. Scholl ends up with it. Corner 3. Peters with some space off the back line and out. In transition, here come the Inner West Bulls. Trey Gowes, he's fast, he's small. Drawn foul on the shot. And Trey will be at the line for 2 for the first 2 free throws of this game for either team. First foul for the Gunners. Now to touch up on Trey Gowes from William Woods, the NIA level, NAIA level in the US collegiate system. He was there from 2018 to 2020. And he makes both of those 3 throws. Here's the Gunners down the other end. Simoski to Peters to initiate. Hands off to Nahil. Simoski drives in, that's off and hits the back. It was tipped actually, so it is Gunners ball, baseline out of bounds. With Fitzgerald. Tony Simoski. McLaughlin falls down for the West Bulls. That creates a mismatch. Open 3, Fitzgerald. And it's 6-4. Down the other end, risky pass. Didn't need to do that. Here's Fitzgerald again. Simoski, he's looking. They slow it down with Peters. Long to Peters, he gets it to go. Foot was on the line as well. So it's 8-4 to the Gunners. And Trey Gowes. He drives, draws the foul, doesn't get the M1. But he's back at the line again for 2. And we see Sil Malai Kohler for the first time in this game. Scored 19 points against the Storm in their first game of the season, which they lost 70 to 67. Very close one, as Gowes gets that first one to go. And Gowes misses it, so he's 3 for 4 from the line so far. Here's Cho. It's listed at 6'8". Peters still in the game for the first time. He drives, kick out, Cho, open 3, got it! Lead Cho gets that one to go. The pretty feed from Sil. Malai Kohler making an impact in the game very early. They slow it down with Gowes. Peters harassing him. Here's Trey, dribbles, corner 3, Downing, off and out. Gets the rebound, Malai Kohler ends up with it. He's tripped on behind from Bradley Downing. It was incidental. Downing helps him up. That's a foul on the floor. That's the first foul of the game committed by the Inner West Bulls. Inner West Bulls of Sydney. It's Fitzgerald hands it in. Peters now Gowers is harassing him. Nahil, corner three once again. Got it! 3 threes for the Gunners Academy. That's Fitzgerald. And we have a foul pretty early. Right on Shea Peters, that's his first. Grabbed Gowers, but again, 3 threes already for the Gunners. Up 9 with 6:52 left in the first. Sedgegreen. Here's McLaughlin. Pretty move. McLaughlin, easy 2. Right on his number 7 counterpart. Fitzgerald, early offense. Gunners, beautiful pass by Nahil and ends up with Solari Malacolo for the easy 2. Great finish by Sil. So 2 points, 1 assist so far for Sil, making an impact very early in the game as he was subbed in. Gowers misses the 2. Offensive rebound, Downing misses it, and Nahil with the rebound. He's harassed and they slow it down. No transition. Scholl fakes the 3. Goes inside, blocked, no foul call. Out inside, back outside. Nahil, 3 once again. 4 threes for the Gunners Academy so far. And what a start in your home opener. And a foul call. We have subs in, so Eric Anash. And Jim Herberites heads out for him, while we have Elite Scholl out of the game for the first time. And Ruben Leighton Thompson, who's very familiar with the Gunners Academy squad as he was in the team last year. He's in the game for the first time. Here's Gowers. Extreme prospect. Downing, now McLaughlin. Lose the ball. Foul call, very late call. And it looks like it's a foul on the floor. McLaughlin. And we have a timeout. We'll be back in a minute. So as we're in a timeout, give up the upcoming schedule for the Gunners Academy squad in this round 3. So in round 4, they go up against the Wagga Wagga Heat at Wagga Wagga. Round 5, they go up against, it's a hard matchup, the defending champions of the Waratah League Senior, Tamworth Thunderbolts. They're at Tamworth. That's a big trip up the East Coast, Pacific Highway. They've lost a few players from last year to the NBL 1. Tamworth has lost all the star players to the NBL 1. So that might be a more easier matchup than it would have been for last year. But the Gunners Academy squad, very good. Almost made the finals last year. So we've got 5:40 left. And this Gunners Academy squad is showing what they're about, up 12 very early in this game. So back in, so we have McLaughlin at the line, off the foul. So now for Cage McLaughlin, in his 3 games that he's played, he had 17 points against Wildfire, 16 points against the match. He had 3 threes, so he can shoot it from beyond the arc, and 12 points against the Saints white team, so he's one of the star players for this Inner West Bulls. As he misses the second there, so it's an 11-point game. Half-court press. Nahil out with some space. That's Cooney into the game for the first time. Here's Fitzgerald. Their star player has some space. Malai-Kola. There's show back to Cooney. 3, open, off the back line and out. Sedgegreen with the rebound. They're really picking them up, the Gunners Academy. Almost full court as Fitzgerald is on Trey Gowers. Here's Eric Ansaya. Ansaya looks his McLaughlin, my apologies, makes a move, up step, got it over Leighton Thompson. Pretty move for McLaughlin as they are down the other end. Caught the napping to the Gunners on the Inner West Bulls, and Fitzgerald ends up with a 2. So it's Trey Gowers. Leighton Thompson's a bit bigger, but he's right on him. Gowers is listed at 6'1". is insane. Malai Collar's on him. Downing. McLaughlin, that's a 2. No good. Leighton Thompson with the rebound. Here's Cooney. He's going to drive. It's a Nahil. Pretty move, spin move, open 3. Leighton Thompson. He can make it. And he misses it off the side. Here's Trey Gowes. Trey Gowes from Springdale, Arkansas. Makes a move. Out. Another corner 3. Down in and 1 on the 3-point shot. 4-point play possibility and makes that one. Insane shot. So we have subs into the game. So first time we have Kai Grant in as well with MF 4. And we have Nicholas Bartolik into the game for the first time. So we have William Yan waiting to get into the game as well. As Downing will shoot 1. And converts that 4-point play. Amazing. As aforementioned, Yan heads into the game. Downing's out. And here we go. MF 4 inbounds the ball. Downing, another half-court press. They steal the ball away. Yan makes an impact. Anesh almost out of bounds and ends up Mike Collar. It's a turnover for Inner West Bulls. Down the other end is MF4. Misses it. Foul called on the shot. And he will be at the line for 2. MF4 played in that game against the Bears last weekend. In that win against the Bears, I might mention. It's quite a blowout, 31-point victory for the Bears, for the Gunners, I apologize. And it was in Goldman. 7 points for him. He misses that first free-throw shot. So we have Cooney talking with Coach Mark McKenzie. And 4 makes that second one. Nikolai Kolar tips that ball away. He's a bit of a nuisance to Mr. Trey Gowes. Here's Yan to initiate. They press half court as well. Here's McLaughlin. Bartolik directing traffic. Anash has ended up with it. Post-up opportunity, Bartolik. He's bigger, he's taller. Then Leighton Thompson makes a strong move, fade away, off the rim and out. And Cooney ends up with the ball. Yan harasses him, and they get it across the timeline. Malai Collars had a good game so far. Leighton Thompson off the feed, misses it. Offensive rebound, foul called, and 1. And 1 for Kai Grant. An amazing play. Bartolik commits the foul. And Kai Grant at the line for 1. Getting to the rim very early. And also with their 4 threes so far. And he adds to it. So 3-point play opportunity converted for Kai Grant. Here's Trey Gowes. So a little bit more on Trey Gowes. Played in the basketball league. It's a kind of more semi-pro professional league in the US. Played for the Lebanon Leprechauns. If I'm being honest, when I saw that, I thought he actually was playing in Lebanon. So we have a 2 down the other end from the Inner West Bulls. So it is a 9-point game from the Gunners. Here's Malai Kohler, easy 2 off the glass. And back to Gowes. It's actually in Indiana. The Lebanon Leprechauns, it's in Indiana. He played there in 2023. Scored 7.3 points per game in 26.9 minutes a game in 20 games for the Leprechauns. He's able to steal the ball away 1.3 times a game and 3.7 assists. As they get the benefit of the bonus. Gunners commit a foul on the floor, but in the bonus, and Gowes is at the line for 2. So we have Che Peters in the game again. And Gowes gets those 2, so I believe he's 5 from 6. We don't have live stats with us quite right now at the moment. Okay, I'm at 4. Peters dribbles, gets the screen from Grant. Corner 3, misses it for Chol. Offensive rebound 4, great effort. And it's Grant. Grant ends up with it, and off the feed from 4, he did it all. That then did Amar 4, and Kai Grant ended up with it for easy 2. Lachlan down the other end, and we have a foul call. So that one's on 4. Back into the game is Malcolm Fitzgerald. So a lot of these Gunners Academy players that maybe if you don't know, play in the Senior Premier League. You see every Wednesday night in here at Belconnen Basketball Stadium and also at Tuggeranong as well. So then play for the local teams, as a lot of these players are from Canberra. And McLaughlin makes those 2, so great free-throw shooting from both teams actually so far this game, as we have 1:50 left in this first quarter. Scholl out to Cooney. That's Peters. It's then stolen away by Gowes. Gowes on the other end, makes a pretty move. Trey Gowes bounces that one in. What a move right there by Trey Gowes. Little hop step, layup, does not matter. And he's had a great game so far. So great showing from Trey Gowes in his first game for the NOS Bulls this season. Yan with the offense, with the defensive rebound. This Gowes once again, Cooney on him. Here's Trey Gowes, pulls up, long 2, misses it. Bartolo almost gets the rebound off, and it is Gunners' ball. So 29-22 game in favor of the Gunners so far. Again with the press is the NOS Bulls. They're working hard to harass and annoy this Gunners offense. Here's Kai Grant, almost loses the ball. Peters initiates DHO, handoff to Fitzgerald. Back to Peters. Open 3, Peters, almost. Scholl with a rebound, and there we go. Offensive rebound opportunities for the Canberra Gunners, and they're making the most of them. Great effort on the offensive balls by Leah Scholl. Again, listening to that 6'8", so he's very tall and capable. Here's Bartolic. He's stolen away, bad pass, and Fitzgerald on the other end. Foul called as Yan tried to steal the ball away. That one's on the floor. And Fitzgerald, so now in the bonus is the Gunners, so next foul that is committed to them or committed by the NOS Bulls. We will put them at the line as Bartolic heads out of the game. And Anash is back in for the Bulls. Cooney, stolen away, bad pass, great hands. Here's Yan. In transition, pass away, Anash, foul call. I believe that might be on Fitzgerald, Malcolm Fitzgerald. Yes. Fitzgerald in his first game against the Storm, and that loss. Had only 4 points for that outfit as he heads out the game, and on Nihol heads into the game for another time. As that Anash free throw is missed by him. And Anash misses both. Offensive rebound though, Cedric Green, great effort. And that one's no good. Late in the clock, late in the first quarter. 3-2, open 3. Cooney almost gets to the buzzer and it misses. And that is the end of the first quarter. It's the 31-22 game in favor of the Gunners. Great effort, both teams.
Well, quarter time here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium, the Huntington Run 31-22 in this Waratah League play against the visiting West Bulls. today as we take on the Bulls in NBL 1E. 5 p.m. Canberra Nationals will be hitting the court, and that'll be followed by the Canberra Gunners at 7 p.m. So make sure you grab something to eat and drink and get on back and find your spot. It's going to be a big afternoon of which right here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium. We're also doing a raffle to support our ACC under 16. There is a booth at the front. Canberra Ticketing Hub, if you want to come down and grab yourself some raffle tickets. Plenty of great guys for supporting our young stars as they gear up to head towards the Nationals later this year. So make sure you grab a ticket for that. That'll be drawn at half-time of the main game at 7 p.m. So make sure you grab that. You've got to be in it, who's winning.
All right, back here for the second quarter action. 31-22 game in favor of the Canberra Gunners Academy. And to start off the second quarter, we all have the Gunners with possession. Quite an entertaining first quarter that was. A lot of offense, high-scoring game for maybe a game at this level. Here's Nahil. Cho, 3, that's off. Rebound back to Chol, somehow ends up with him. Chol spins out to Peters. Peters 3, off the rim and out, and Gowes ends up with the rebound. Screen set by Cedric Green, gets Gowes 3, misses it, misses everything out of bounds, and Gunners will end up with it. Here's Peters. They push up the floor. Nihol once again. Fakes it to Cooney. Cooney gets it. Peters, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Che. Passes it, Chol inside. No good. Gowes ends up with the ball. Here's Trey Gowes. Here's Leighton Thompson right on him. Anash gets 3. And Sayer. McLaughlin blocked Chol. Peters ends up with it. Great block by Chol. And defense and offense. Chol throws it down. Amazing sequence by Alir Chol. Blocked down that end. And on offense, pushes the pace and throws that one down. First dump we've seen all game. Trey Gowes gets inside, feeds it to Cedric Green. Easy 2. Misses it off the back iron. Bounces out. And it will end up with the Gunners Academy. Here's Peters. Again, they harass them. Gets it across the timeline. Chol ends up with it in the interior. He travels it, though. Would have been an opportunity to get an easy shot there inside. But turnover. Got 8:21 left in the second quarter. 11-point game. Foul called on Peters. In the hold. Peters has really been told, it seems like, to really get up on Trey Gowes, the talented guard out of Sprindale, Arkansas, as I said earlier. Quite an experienced player. And he's playing an experienced game so far. Here he is, outside. And Sayer misses it almost halfway down and rolls out. Quite frustrating there. It was an open 3 for him. Here's Chol. Peters ends up with it. He drives baseline, fakes the head show to Cooney. Offensive rebound. And that's out. In favor. Baseline out of bounds for the Inner West Bulls. Now, the Inner West Bulls, in their last game, they came up against the Saints. which they lost 70-85. The game before that, they lost to the Magic in the biggest loss of the season so far. In the first 2 rounds, 100-59 against the Moss Vale Magic. Quite a talented team this year, as has been the talk. As then Sayer misses that too. And also against the Wildfire in their first game. As down the other end, who's Cooney, makes that too. There's Trey Gowes. Kick out, open 3 once again. Bradstock Forgan misses it. A lot of missed opportunities here with open shots for the NOS Bulls, not able to capitalise. As I say that, the Gunners have gone cold from there as well with their open shots. Here's one though. Peters gets it to go, proves me wrong, and makes an open 3 and capitalises. Believe that it's their 5th 3 so far this game, on as many as maybe 10 opportunities. Trey Gowes drives baseline, open shot, doesn't take it, Louis again. Spins, tries to make a move, Peters snaps it away. Gowes ends up with it. They scramble, Gowes, teardrop shot, good. Pretty teardrop floater. Trey Gowes. Cooney, Nihol, back to Cooney, Chol. Loses it, smacked away by Gowes. And Gunners Academy ball. So it looks like we have Tony Smosky coming into the game and Kai Grant back in. Timeout called, Gunners. As we have time to put in the upcoming schedule for the NOS Bulls. So right next week they have a round 4 matchup against the Newcastle Falcons. That is in Newcastle. Round 5 against the Hornsby Kurungai Spiders as well. And round 6, the Sutherland Sharks. They play both of those games at home, and then they are back on the road against the Tamworth Thunderbolts. Again, one of the toughest teams, reigning champions from last year. Lost a few players, Maxwell Clark and Tom Parsons, to the NBL 1. So we'll see how that game goes. Same with the Gunners in round 5. And in round 8, they go up against the Blacktown Storm. That game is at home. So if you're wondering, the Bulls do not play the Gunners Academy again this season, as we're going to be heading out the timeout. It seems like with 6:09 left in this second quarter. Been a low-scoring second quarter, bit of a contrast in that first quarter. It was 33-22 at the end of that. Now it's 38-24. 4 minutes in to the second quarter. As give you a bit of an update, the Che Peters to hand the ball in, baseline out of bounds. It ends up with Chol. Peters open again, can he make it? Off the glass and out. Bartolek ends up with the board. Trey Gowes, he's been in the game for a while. Gowes puts it up, got it. In the face of Peters, he's a bit taller than him at 6'1". Peters at about 5'11", 5'10". Is Tony Samosky, stolen away, Gowes, foul call. Grab the arm, the referee says. Gowes annoyed with the call. Seal Malaya Collar in the game for the back in the game. There's Che Peters, great effort from him. Getting the assignment of guarding the great Trey Gowes. Full name Treshawn. Tony Smosky with the ball. Here's Kai Grant, fakes it. Nihol feeds it back to Kai Grant. Foul call. Is it on the floor, or we'll see? it seems like it is on the floor. So we had a Matt Thor come into the game for the Gunners Academy. Fitzgerald's in there. And right now, Grant, Malai Kohler, and Samuski for the Inner West Bears. We have Jordan Setchagreen, Nicholas Bartolik, falling on the ground, stolen away. Malai Kohler, is he okay? Gow's in transition, easy two for him. That was a hard fall by Malai Kohler, but he seems like he's okay. Samuski, here's Fitzgerald. Malai Kohler puts it up. That's off. Offensive rebound. Grant ends up with it, stolen away. And that'll go down in the stat sheet as a team rebound for the Gunners. Not officially an offensive rebound there, as you didn't have full possession, did Kai Grant. Malai Kohler ends up with it. Inside, risky pass, foul called. Kai Grant will be at the line for two. That's Bartolik's second foul. While we're on, Nicholas Bartolik is one of those players that came in from the US. He is from Sydney, Australia, but he played Division III college basketball at Geneva College in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, so not too far from Philadelphia, New York, those type of areas in the US, in the Mid-Atlantic. And that was in 2022, the 2023 season. He also went to prep school or post-grad basketball academy called ISA Academy in Ohio as well. So he's quite accustomed to the US culture, but he's back here for the Inner West Bulls. Here's Gow's. Blocked! What a block! What a closeout. Amazing block. 4 with that. I'm at 4. Herbert Rice was rejected. It's a 10-point game in favor of the Gunners. That was amazing. Bartolik posts up. Can make a move inside, loses it. Ends up with Setchagreen, laying the shot clock violation. Amazing defense from the Gunners. Looks like they're deciding not to post half court like they were in the first quarter and really early in the second. That's open, 3. Kai Grant misses it. And Gow's ends up with the ball. He's still in the game for them, putting in a lot of effort. Here's Gow's. Looks like they switch with Mike Kohler. Pretty move, and foul on the floor. On Malai Kohler, commits the foul. As Bartolik heads out of the game, and we have a timeout call. Timeout call for the Bulls. So the Gunners Academy, 9th in the standings, 4 points, 1 of 1. One win, 1 loss. They have a doubleheader next, in 2 weeks actually. So they go up against the Hornsby Kurungai Spiders in round 6, and then the Tamworth Thunderbolts again. That'll be in Belconnen here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium for round 6. It's a tough schedule to go up against those two teams, especially Tamworth. And in round 7, they have another doubleheader. So 2 doubleheaders in 2 weekends. So 4 games in 2 weekends. That's almost like an NBA schedule for them. While they're on the road, up just north of Sydney in the Central Coast, against the Central Coast Waves in round 7, and in round 7 against the Newcastle Falcons on that Sunday. Have to head up that Pacific Highway there. So 4 games in 2 weekends for them. That'll be quite tough. As we are back for this second quarter. 10-point game, 38-28. Quite a low score in second quarter. So we have Gow's. Drives baseline. Great ball movement here from the Bulls. Open 3, McLaughlin, he fires. Got it! Cage McLaughlin showing his talent pretty early. An NBL1 prospect. Fall, open three, misses off the back iron. Foul call will go down the other end. Cooney's into the game for the Gunners. And Tony Muskie will head out the game. Almost stolen away. Still ends up with the West Bulls. Lichol will end up in the game. Now with Lichol, plays the Canberra City Stallions in that the Junior Premier League on the Wednesdays. Had 14 points against the Storm in the first game, 16 points against the Bears. And has 8 3-pointers for the season in just 2 games. Here's Gowes, harassed by Mayakola. Screen, fake screen, Downing. They switch, great defense, late in the shot clock. Here's Gowes, have to put one up. Gowes, long 2, misses it. Offensive rebound, Downing. And it's gone down the other end. I guess it's a shot clock violation there. Now, a lot of these Gunners Academy players have been around each other for a while, as Seal, Solano Malakola, Lichol, Damien Cooney all played last year for the under-18s territory team for Basketball ACT. Malakola himself draws the foul. That's on Trey Gowes coming in the foul, as Malakola be at the line for 2. Malakola at the line, makes that first one. Goes to Marist College. That's Malakola. Makes that second one. So both teams converting their 3-point opportunities, which is great to see. Oh, risky pass. Downing ends up with it though. Sedgegreen, easy 2 and 1. Jordan Sedgegreen with the old-fashioned opportunity. As Peters will head into the game for the Gunners. Heads out Malakola, great effort for him. Now Jordan Sedgegreen along with Cage McLaughlin, both played for the NBL, or the Bankstown Bruins in the NBL1. He misses that one. Offensive rebound, Downing, so another opportunity. Downing drives baseline, a lot of defenders around him, and 1 once again. Tough finish. There was about 3 defenders. Peters, I think Scholl as well, and along with Fitzgerald, all contesting that shot. Did not matter. He got off the glass and in. It's a great finish for Bradley Downing. So can he do what his teammate didn't do? He misses it. So 2 straight free throws missed for the NOS Bulls as we go down the other end. 4. DHO, Scholl, Peters. Cooney spins on Gowes. Getting a bit late in the shot clock. Harassed is Nahil. Inside, Scholl misses it. Offensive rebound, fall off the glass, misses it again. A lot of opportunities for the Gunners, and they miss some more. About 4 or 3 opportunities there to get a bucket. Great defense inside from the Bulls. Now Bulls down the other end. Foul called once again, and that's Sedgegreen. As I was saying earlier, Sedgegreen plays the Bankstown Bruins in the NBL1. Well, he played for them in 2024 at 2 points per game, 1.8 rebounds, 47.4%. Sort of on the field in 9 games for the Bankstown squad as he misses his first 3 throw. Had 10 points against the Saints White in their last game. So I'll mention they had a doubleheader last weekend. So Bulls have closed within 5. And that shot's not... That shot does count. So it's 40-36 game. So we've got 1:58 left in this second quarter. In this first half, close game here against the Gunners and the West Bulls. Niho. Cooney, there's some space, he drives inside, slivers, great feed, great finish, Nahil. Off the pretty feed from Damian Cooney. Here's Gals, he dribbles. Feed, lost ball, Cooney with the steal, great showing from Cooney so far this game. He's made a lot of plays, something that won't show up on the scoreboard. Great defense and all. Peters with the ball. He's had a great game so far, lobs it up. And a drawn foul, Kai Grant will go to the line for 2. And Kai Grant scored 6 points in both of his games. So 6 points against the Storm and 6 points against the Bears. Plays for the Warriors in the Senior Premier League as well. Scored 26 points Wednesday in the first game of that competition. So that will continue on to August, September. Makes them both. So 7-point game in favor of the Gunners with 1:05 left in this second. Here's Downing. Slivers inside. Floater, no good. Offensive rebound, possibly. Fight for the rebound on the floor. And they end up with it on the Bulls. Stolen away. Cooney once again knocked it away. Great defense both sides. And it will eventually end up in that amazing sequence. And it'll end up with the Gunners. It was knocked away about like 3-4 times, man. That was insane. Cooney. We'll go down the other end. This is a turnover. Might have been a double dribble. It's Trey Gowes. Listed as at 77 kilograms. Inside is McLaughlin, misses that. And they're pushed in the pace here with Niho. Cooney. Outside, Peters open once again. Shea Peters, another 3. Trey Gowes down the other end. Cooney on him. Gowes gets some space, misses it. Rebound. They throw it up, and that would be the end of the second quarter. So the game is at 46-36. And Gunners are up by 10 as they head into the locker rooms for this game. Great end to this game. Great first quarter, great second quarter. Welcome back to Belconnen Basketball Stadium as we have a 10-point game in favour of the Gunners, 46-36. It's quite a high scoring first quarter, but a low scoring for second. As the Inner West Bulls will have the ball to start off. Here's Trey Gowers at 13 points, leading all scorers. Here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin inside, misses it off the front iron. And Fitzgerald the rebound. So we've got Peters, Fitzgerald, Nihol, Leighton Thompson, and Scholl in the game for the Gunners. Thrown away, Inner West Bulls ball. And in the game for the Bulls to start off the second half, we have for you, Cage McLaughlin, Jim Herbert Wrights, Trey Gowers, Bradley Downing, and Jordan Sedgegreen. There's Gowers with the ball. Gowers gets some space, gets that one to go as that rolls right in. First 2 points to the Bulls to start off. Here's Peters, Scholl, 3, open, 2 long, and will stay down that end with the Gunners. So baseline out of bounds. Malcolm Fitzgerald to trigger it in. Fitzgerald in that first half at 8 points, 3 fouls although. And Thompson finds Peters. On the 3-point line, here's Nahil, gets his paint touch, laying the shot clock. Peters throws it up, too short and off and in, and falls down. Does Bradley Downing, loses it, didn't get tripped, it might have gotten tripped, but it will stay with the Inner West Bulls. See if that's going to stay with the Inner West Bulls. From my angle, it looked like it was off Bradley Downing. Jump ball and possession arrow in favour of the Gunners Academy, so it'll be their ball. Here's Fitzgerald. Elliot Scholl at 10 points in that first half. Here's Leighton Thompson inside, off and in, off the glass, and N1. Leighton Thompson starts off this second half in the right way. And a heel about the line to convert that old fashioned. Leighton Thompson gets his first points of the game. Misses it and doesn't convert. Gowers to initiate. They press half court to the Gunners. On the wing, Gowers. Screen set, off-ball screen, and it ends up with Downing. Laying the shot clock, post-up opportunity, late, and there we go. Cage McLaughlin. The spin around, turn around jumper, and he gets that too. Here's Peters, open 3, miscommunication, offensive rebound, Nihol. Misses it, and will stay with the Gunners. Bit of a miscommunication there with the Inner West Bulls. Peters left open, misses it, fortunately for the Bulls, but Peters has been a sharpshooter this game so far. Loses the ball, risky pass, Gowers in transition. Bulls, hop step, gets that one to go. Tough shot, Trey Sean Gowers once again. That's his 15th point of the game, misses it down the other end, and here's Gowers. Here's Gowers, Peters on him. Trey Gowers handles the ball, spin around, turn around, gets that one to go. Trey Gowers once again. Beautiful move, and Peters not able to do anything. Here's Cho. Gets inside, misses it. Herbert Rice the rebound. Gals across the timeline, screen set. Gals, Peters again. Inside, misses it. Does McLaughlin. Technical foul. See, that one's on Cage McLaughlin, the technical foul. Wonder what that was about. Seems like he was talking a bit disrespectful. As Cho is at the line and gets that one to go. So it is 49-44. Lapse in judgment there from Cage McLaughlin. Here's Peters. Cho, 3, fires, got it! Lear Cho once again. Led the team in scoring for that first half and gets that 3 to go. I believe that is 14 points for Cho. Gowes, easy 2, no good, gets his own rebound though and kicks it back out for himself. Screen set McLaughlin, Peters stays on him, kicks it out. Great ball movement, 3, no good, misses it. Herbert Rice, offensive rebound, and ends up Licho with the rebound. They push the pace to the Gunners. Leighton Thompson gets inside. McLaughlin on him, misses it. Great defense from McLaughlin. A lot of pace. It's almost like a track meet here, and we have a foul called. Malai Kola into the game for the Gunners. That previous foul was on Leighton Thompson on the floor. It's his first foul of the game. There's Gowes, Herbert Rice. Gowes again. Light collars on him. Sedger Green gets inside, pretty move on Scholl, misses it. Fitzgerald pushing the pace. Can he get inside? Feeds it. Risky pass. Arrant pass in transition. Downing loses the ball, knocked away Maiakola. Great play. And they push the pace. It's back and forth, back and forth. Scholl, 3. Got it! Once again, Alir Scholl. Insane performance from him. He has 17. Timeout Bulls. And it is an 8-point game in favor of the Gunners. Make that an 11-point game as they update the score on me. So Alir Scholl was selected last year as a bit of a note to the AUSA Hoops AAU trial in the US, and he run it through contest through Rebel Sports, and he did pretty well. There's a KD in the making. He's gotten some talk around from prominent social media account based on hoops, calling him a KD in the making. And he's certainly showing that. He's long, almost as tall as KD himself, long arms, great shooter from what I've seen so far this game. And he's certainly shown it in the previous games before against the Storm and the Bears, scoring 14 and 16 points respectively. And a great performance by him. So it's an 11-point game. And a great second half so far for the Gunners, as they keep on pulling ahead. Bulls have not led since the early minutes of the first quarter. Here's Herbert Rice. Sedger Green inside. Outside, here we go. Misses it. That was Bradley Downing. And here's Cho, the man. Here's Amath Thor in the game. Here's Damian Cooney, who's had a great performance so far. Cho, open again. misses it, and that would have exploded and the bench would have gone crazy. Offensive rebound somehow. Malcolm Fitzgerald is cornered. Is Cooney inside, teardrop shot, not from behind, I believe. Chol, corner three, again, off the front iron and out. And Herbert Rice to the rebound. Seems like every time that Chol has the ball, I'm ready to explode. Falling down does Cooney. Gals, corner three, open. Downing misses it. Down the other end. Maya Collar, beautiful spin move. Foul called though. Bodies inside, falling. And Malai Collar looks like he'll be at the line for two. So we have Alir Chol. Great performance by him heading out into the game. Malcolm Fitzgerald, the man of the hour, man of the 2 hours, man of the game last week and gets the Bears. And still misses that on, as they call him. Malai Collar had 6 points and 3 fouls in that first half. Misses both of them, and Bartolk in the game for the first time in the second half. Gets that rebound. Here's Gouds. Corner three, McLaughlin off the back iron, and a rebound by Kai Grant. Foul called, and it will go and stay with the Inner West Bulls. Off that fight for the rebound. A lot of effort shown by both teams, I will give them that. There's McLaughlin posting up on Cooney, a bit taller, a bit stronger. Cooney falls down, misses that easy two. And down the other end on the fast break in transition. They slow it down. Here's 4-3, Malai Collar misses it. Fight for the rebound, and it somehow ends up with the Gunners. Two Bulls went for the ball at the same time. Teardrop shot, great and good for Tony Simoski. That's Tony's first 2 points of this game. Here's Gals. Screen set, McLaughlin. Bit of a brush screen there. Malai Collar's on him. Bartok sets it. Three, shot, fires away. Fires away. McLaughlin once again showing why he's one of the best players on this team. Grant, three, no good. McLaughlin, rebound. As Gowers pulls up, misses it for the rebound. Amar4 pushing the pace, feeds it to Grant. He gets inside, off the glass and in. Great feed and great way to push the pace by Amar4. Jim Herbert Rice, and now Gowers gets across the timeline. Gowers drives inside, Bartolek ends up with it. Bartolek misses it, and for the rebound. 4 pushes the pace once again, gets inside, great way to push the pace. Bench likes it, he likes it, I like it personally, and all the Gunners fans sitting at home watching this game. Great to be here with you. They would like it. Here's Downing. Inside, foul called on the entry pass. That is Falls' foul. I believe that is Falls' 4th foul of the game. So you have Fitzgerald coming in for him just exactly. And we have On the Heel into the game as well. Plays into the game for the NOS Bulls. So you've got Bartolek, Gowers, and Sayer, Yan, and you also have McLaughlin. Here's Gowers, man of the game. Bartolek sets the screen. 2 defenders on him. Falls down, foul called. They'll go on Niho. Yan to trigger it in. McLaughlin, Gowes. Faces up on Niho. Gowes pulls up, gets it on the go, right in his face, does not matter. And Gowes once again. Pushing the pace, Cooney. Easy to miss, offensive rebound. Great effort on the offensive bullets like they have all game. That's Fitzgerald with the easy two. Bartol to get across the timeline. Yeah, has an opportunity to get something done. Easy two, easy floater for him. Here's Cooney, feeds it to Fitzgerald, ends up with Samoski. Back to Fitzgerald. And Tony Samoski with the Yan on him. Screen set. Kai Grant gets inside. Off of the tallest of the tall Bartoli, does not matter. And gets that one to go. 23 seconds left in this third quarter. 14-point lead for the Gunners. Gal slows it down. Screen set by McLaughlin. Gals gets inside. McLaughlin has some space. Long two. McLaughlin misses it. 4-3. Yan gets it up. And that is a shot clock violation. Amazing defense from the Gunners. Gunners have 1.8 left. Can they get something done? Can they get something done with this little time? Adjusting the clock, as they should. So you have Samoski in as well with Cooney to trigger it in. Slack right now we have 3.2 remaining. The Gunners get something up. They throw it up. There's Nahil Fitzgerald at the buzzer. No. That's the end of the third. Gunners game, 65-51. They control it heading into the fourth.
Good first time here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium in our first match of the afternoon here. We kick off our home run for 2025. It is the hometown Canberra Gunners in front, 65-51 over Canberra West Bull. 1 quarter to go. And then it'll be about half an hour or so until we get underway with our 5 p.m. NBL 1 East match. It's by Mitsubishi Motors 2025 it is in the Canberra Nationals up against the Inner West Bull. That's just off the 5 p.m. plenty of time to grab something to eat and drink some Open Cafe. And I'll take it over to the team and get yourself ready for a big afternoon.
Back here for the fourth quarter. Gunners in control for their first home game of the 2025 Waratah League season. They lead by 14. They will have possession to start off with. Fitzgerald to trigger it in. Fitzgerald, Samoski. Grant with the screen. Fitzgerald with some space. Grant, and then Cooney. Cooney to drive inside, 10 left on the shot clock, blocked away, Anash. They push the pace, the Bulls. Now they slow it down. Bartolic, and ends up with Gals. Anash off the off-ball screen. Stolen away, intercepted. Samoski, can he do something? Lays it in. And Sayer. Travel, turnover, Inner West Bulls. Samoski. Gals on him. Grant sets the screen. In the corner, he drives inside. That was Fitzgerald. A foul is called on William Yan. William Yan's another one of those players on the NOS Bulls that went to the States to pursue their basketball dream at the Culver Academy. Did William Yan. 3-shot late, Kai Grant inside, Fitzgerald off the offensive board, and that one's good. Here's Gowes down the other end. Yan inside, blocked away. That was Nihal, I believe. And it is Inner West Bulls ball. Gunners don't like the call. And William Yan went to Culver Academy in Culver, Indiana. It's from Shanghai. Culver Academy is a prep boarding school. Here's Bartolic. McLaughlin. Downing getting 3. Downing inside, feeds it Bartolic. Foul called. That foul is on Kai Grant. Bartolic will be at the line for 2. Listening at 6-7. Gets that first one to go. I wonder if they can make those points back to the Bulls. Make it a 16-point game. Here's Cooney. Damian Cooney inside. Nihal, he drives off the back iron and out. He gets his own rebound. Fitzgerald ends up inside. Bartolic blocks it away. Nihal open 3, no good. Rebound again. Cooney. Great effort by the Gunners. They end up with it and they back it out with Samoski. Kai Grant 3, off and out. Herbert Rice the rebound. And there was about 4 or 5 opportunities there. That was insane. By the Gunners, great effort. McLaughlin inside, misses it. And Samoski to push the pace off his foot. Open 3, Cooney off the back iron. And so the rebound again, Neo. A rebound again, this is insane. What is going on? Gunners with their effort, and the Bulls is not able to get these defensive boards they need so much. Kai Grant 3, foul called, away from the shot. And a push. That one's on Bradley Downing. That is not what the Bulls need, as it is a 16-point game with 7:23 left. And Fitzgerald to trigger it in. And again, these Inner West Bulls need to get these offensive boards, otherwise they're not going to be able to make it back. This is Kai Grant, long 2, but he's open, misses it. Gals the rebound. Gals maybe looking to push the pace. Cooney's on him. Slow possession here. Gets the switch, Fitzgerald. Kick out, Herbert Rice inside, feeds it inside. Risky pass, a lot of players. And down the other end, in transition, here come the Gunners. Fitzgerald off the glass, foul called. Basket no good. And he will be at the line for 2. Fitzgerald once again. And more worries for the NWest Bulls as Leochol has been on fire all game. Is into the game for hopefully the last stint with 6:50 remaining. And the players that are out, Kai Grant, great effort from him. And Ruben Leighton Thompson as well. Still Malaya Kola into the game as well. Fitzgerald misses them both. And they get a rebound, finally, the Bulls. Here's Gowes. Down to 6:40 remaining in this 4th quarter. Gowes with some space. Misses it. Offensive rebound. Cedric Green tip in. Layup made by Cedric Green. Malakola. Niho. Malakola again. Inside. Blocked away. Blocked away by Bradstock. Forgan's in the game. And inside. Cedric Green blocked away. Cho. Foul call though. And what a block by Bradstock Forgan. It's barely gotten any action all night long. But heads into the game for the Bulls and blocks that one away. Remember, Bradstock Forgan is actually an NBL1 assistant coach with the NWest Bulls. So we'll see him later tonight as they go up against the senior Gunners squad in the NBL1. He's played in 2 games this season for them as Cedric Green's at the line. Gets that first one. And second foul shot, good. 12-point game. Fitzgerald, they press half court. Inside, open, Shoal, easy 2. They would have beat that half court press, the Gunners, and they capitalize. Here's Gowes. Bradstock Forgan, open 3. Misses it, Herbert Rice, the offensive rebound. Treshawn Gowes. Malai Kola harassing him as he tries to get something to go. Gowes, foul called. And he will be at the line for 2. Malai Kola the foul. That's his 4th foul. Gowes makes that first one. And Gowes' second one is good. Here's Peters. Peters again. Malai Kola was open, doesn't take it. Leighton Thompson though. Here's Fitzgerald. Leighton Thompson posts up, falls down. Gowes, does not matter, no foul call. And he misses that too. Cedric Green the rebound. 12-point game, 5:09 left. Gowes inside, drives baseline, tough shot, draws the foul. And Gowes at the line again. That's a good strategy for the Bulls. Stops the clock and 2 easy buckets will be good. Get them closer and closer. Looks like Fitzgerald's heading out the game. Malcolm Fitzgerald having a great game as well. And Amar falls in for him. And Gowes misses that one. And Gowes gets that second. And we have Cage McLaughlin, who's added a great impact on this game. Is into the lineup for the Bulls. Malaikola. Peters. Short corner. Lane Thompson. Lane the shot clock. Drives inside. Blocked. Foul though. With 4:46 left on Bradley Downing. And Lane Thompson will be at the line for two. This will be for his, I believe, his 4th and 5th points of this game, if you can convert them both. Misses that one. And Lane Thompson makes the second. So 12-point game. Gowers. Screen set by McLaughlin. Gowers has some space, gets that one to go in the face of Malaikola. 10-point game now. They're inching closer and closer. It's Peters, they're definitely slowing it down here the way they should go, the Gunners. Lane Thompson travels. Not what you need to edge further and further away from this Bulls team that just will not give up. Stafford Pessley with Trey Gowers. His first game for the squad this year. Bradstock Forgan, 3 open, got it! That's exactly what they need, and off the feed from Gowers, Bradstock Forgan gets the easy 3 to go. Half-court press again. They get it across the timeline. Chol have some numbers. Malaikola gets that 2 to go. 9-point game. Gowers. This falls down. McLaughlin. Bradstock Forgan. McLaughlin steps and drives inside. Great defense. Got it to go. Does not matter. And that is McLaughlin once again. And these Bulls are staying in the game off the backs of these great players from the NBL 1. Downing. Missed down the other end for the Gunners. So it's a 7-point game. Close. Gowers, 3. Misses everything. We have a timeout called. 74-67 game. So to give our viewers a bit of a gauge on how the Gunners are this year, they lost a lot of players to the NBL 1 and other squads from last year. Solomon Duggan, Matthew Beard Browning, Mason Bruce, who went to the American route and went to William Penn University, a Division II level university NCAA. All bless and all greatness to him. David Dutt, Will Patterson as well, got promoted to the NBL 1 squad. Will Patterson, Ruben Leighton Thompson still here. Ryan Tubler and Edward Big Wither, who was also promoted to the NBL 1. And again, Olio Dyson is not playing today. Mamadou 4, Ama 4 that is. Frank Afor also not playing today, but part of the squad this year. Tony Samoski, Malcolm Fitzgerald, a new addition. Elliot Scholl as well, great addition for this squad, especially as we've seen today. And Kai Grant as well. So out of the timeout, 7-point game. Gunners ball. With Peters. Half-court press once again. Can they get it across the timeline? Stolen away. Great play. Great play. Downing. And Gowers. What an amazing play. Downing again. Got it! Bradley Downing makes it a 4-point game. How's this turned on its head in just the mere minutes of this game? Here's Chol gets that one off the glass and in. 6-point game, 2:30 left. Crunch time minutes here. Here's Trey Gowers. Malaikola on him. Steps and Here's McLaughlin 3. Got it! Cage McLaughlin. 3-point game. They press again. Here's knee hole inside, foul drawn. Well, aren't we blessed to watch this game here? Aren't we blessed? So we've got 2:12 left. Nihol looking to make it definitely a 5-point game. Gets that first one to go. And Owen, Nihol. Second one is good. Gals. It's been the star player for them this game. Gals inside, kicks it out, Downing open 3. Got it! Got it! Bradley Downing nails the 3. 2-point game. They push again. Get it across the timeline. Inside Fitzgerald, misses it but foul. Insane comeback in the past few minutes from the Bulls, as they bounce back from the embarrassing loss against the Moss Vale Magic. 41-point loss. Giving up 100 points to them. But now a close game gets this Gunner squad, who's looking pretty good this year. Fitzgerald makes the first. And Fitzgerald, the second is good. 1:48 left here in this third round game. What a game here at Belconnen Basketball Stadium as Trey Gowes. Gowes. McLaughlin 3. Got it! Got it! Nails it again. McLaughlin, insane. 1-point game. Cho inside, knee hole the 2. 82-79 Gunners. And Bulls down the other end. Herbert Rice. They harass Gowes. Looking to get off to McLaughlin. He's hit a few threes. Gowes open shot. 1-2, got it. 1-2, got it. 1-point game once again with a minute left. Peters, they get across the timeline just about. Fitzgerald inside, easy 2, no good, no good. Knee hole, offensive rebound, no foul call, a lot of contact, inside, and 1, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. This game is blown up, blown up. Wow. What a game for the home opener for this Gunners Academy squad. Fitzgerald, got it. 85-81. Gowes, 50. Gowes dribbles, double team. A lot of players on him, falling down. They steal it away, the Gunners Academy. Back to the Downing, inside, got it. 35 seconds remaining. 85-83. They get across the timeline, they can slow it down. Fitzgerald. Peters. Bulls need to stop immediately. Peters. Inside. Foul call, offensive foul. Offensive foul. Peters, the foul committed by him. Timeout called. Bulls. Insane. 85-83 game. So both teams going for their ATOs. What will both teams run? 20.9 remaining. This is a game that was a 17-point game. I'm pretty sure, I don't have the stats with me now, but 17-point game early in this fourth quarter. What a comeback from the Bulls, and the Gunners, they can still hold on. 85-83. Trey Gowers has been the man of the hour for them, helping them come back. McLaughlin, we'll check the stats of him. It's got to be at least 4 threes. Bartolic was great. Say came in, and Brad Stockfolgen has been quite amazing. Only came into the game for the first time, I believe, midway through the fourth. As the timeouts are over and the play is about to start. Herbert Rice to trigger it in. The game can technically end on this possession. The Bulls need a bucket here to tie the game or take the lead. They have not led since early in the first. Finds Gowers. Michael on him. Trey Gowers. Screen set. McLaughlin. Downing, 3, misses it. Rebound, foul called, and it will go the Gunners' way. Great box out. Malai Kohler saves the game. 8.1 left. Bulls definitely have to foul. And both teams are in the bonus, so Malai Kohler will be at the line for 2 to make this a 2-possession game, and it'll be all but over if that's the if that happens. But for the Bulls, they want them to miss these both if they can. Lycog, first one good. (86-83). This is the crucial one. Lycola misses it. Rebound. Foul call will stay with the Gunners. Brad Stockfolgen commits it. And the Gunners are in control. Are they able to hold on? It sure does look like they will. I have some late game subs into the game. Cooney. No, Peters will hand it to the game. He will take the foul shot. Timeout Bulls. 68-83 game, 6.8 left. Peters at the line for 2 after this. We have been blessed with a quite amazing game. Isn't this amazing? I'll come up with more superlatives, but I'm in disbelief. You do think, what if early in the game in the third and even early in this fourth quarter, in the second quarter, if the Bulls were able to get some offense, for some defensive rebounds, and like they didn't early in the game, would this game be different? Would they be ahead now if they were able to get those defensive boards and not allow the offensive boards that the Gunners have just been on all night long? Would you think it would be different? So Peters at the 3-throw line. Gets that first one, and that is maybe all she wrote. And second one, good, and as MF4 comes into the game, 5-point game, they have to get it across the timeline and push it way down the floor, get a 3, but it's going to be a miracle if they can win. That is for the Bulls. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Good. Good. Insane. 1.5 left. They're going to check the clock. That's insane. Insane. Timeout call. Gunners. 1.5 remaining. Gals from about 30 feet. That's a 2-point game. Still, the Gunners going to lose. For strategy here, the Bulls have to foul almost immediately, get a steal, get a 5-second count. Things of that nature. More than likely, they want a 5-second count. That is the best case scenario for them. But Trey Gowers, I mean, we will check the stats at the end of this game, but oh my goodness, has he been insane. .5 seconds remaining. Gunners to throw in. If you came in for offense, you got offense this game. You got it. 4 to throw in. Feeds to Lane Thompson, foul immediately. Foul immediately, all right. Again, still the Gunners going to lose, but it's pretty much all but over. Lane Thompson's at the line for 2. Makes the first. And with 4.4 seconds remaining, this 3-throw might cap off what has been an amazing game. And he does. 90-86. That's the final score. Gunners win the home opener. Gunners win. Gunners Academy win. And what a game it was. What a game it was. Gunners led by as many as 17 or 18 in the 4th quarter. Bulls make their way back from some tough defense and some amazing play from there, from McLaughlin, from Trey Gowers, Sedge Green, their entire team. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.
Congratulations to